There have been a lot of questions about what the National Pension Scheme is, what are the benefits, tax savings, possible returns, and a lot more. While that requires a longer explanation, I thought let's start with the basics first. What is the scheme about, what are the features, and we will briefly touch on the tax benefits as well. As the name suggests, it is National Pension Scheme, which means it is a retirement benefit scheme and is a social security initiative. It is open to employees from public, private, unorganized sectors except armed forces. It is voluntary and those between the age of 18 to 70 years can put in their money in this scheme. Now, the money that you have invested in the scheme, where does this go? It is invested into market-linked instruments like debt and equity. So the returns depend on performance of these investments. Usually the return so far in this scheme has been around 9 to 12%. There are two types of NPS plans. Tier 1, which is a pure pension plan. Tier 2, which is more of an investment plan. Let's understand the difference between the two. In Tier 1 scheme, anyone between the age of 18 to 70 years can contribute, but in Tier 2, only Tier 1 members can invest. For Tier 1, minimum contribution at the time of account opening and for all subsequent transactions is 500 rupees with minimum contribution per year at 1000 rupees and minimum number of contributions in a year should be 1. For Tier 2, these requirements are not so strict. You need to contribute 1000 rupees at the time of opening but does not have a lock-in period. No minimum contribution in a year is required. Now, briefly touching on the tax benefit, there is none for Tier 2 investment. But for Tier 1, there are some, and that is what we talk about now. So you can get a tax deduction of 1.5 lakh rupees under Section 80C for NPS, and this is under the ceiling limit in that section. Additionally, for Tier 1 account, you can get an additional 50,000 rupees benefit under Section 80CCD 1B. So overall, that would mean a deduction of 2 lakh that can be availed under the NPS scheme. This is for an individual. If you're a corporate subscriber, that means if your company is contributing to the NPS account, then 10% of your salary, that is dearness allowance and basic salary, is deductible under Section 80CCD 2. This is over and above the limit of 1.5 lakh rupees provided under Sections 80C. Now let us talk about the withdrawal process. So the contribution is logged in till the age of 60 years. Once you reach that age, at least 40% of the accumulated pension wealth of the subscriber needs to be utilized for purchase of annuity, providing for monthly pension to the subscriber, and balance is paid as lump sum payment to the subscriber. In case the total accumulated corpus is less than 5 lakh rupees, the subscriber may opt for 100% lump sum withdrawal. But you can also exit from NPS earlier. This is when 10 years are completed. In that case, at least 80% of the accumulated pension wealth needs to be utilized for purchase of annuity to provide pension. If the total accumulated corpus is less than 2.5 lakh rupees, one may opt for 100% lump sum withdrawal. In case of an unfortunate event of death of subscriber, option will be available to the nominee to receive 100% of the NPS pension wealth in lump sum. I'm sure there must be more questions on this one. What happens to the returns? Are they exempt as well? What happens to the lump sum amount that you withdraw? What about taxability there? And more about Tier 2 segment. How is that an investment avenue? We'll get you more details in an explainer which will follow this one.